YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Jason from the Lock Talk, and I'm here to speak about the two NBA playoff games for May 6th. The New York Knicks against the Philadelphia 76ers and the Minnesota Timberwolves against the San Antonio Spurs. If you want to see my full breakdown, make sure you watch this entire video. But before I go into it, if you're here and you want to see me keep on coming over and drop these gems, please hit the subscribe button. Leave a comment, leave a number 8, because if you leave a comment, you have a chance to win a free daily card with all my VIP plays. Now, let's cue that intro, baby.
Let's smoke the books.
The Lock Talk.
And guys, I'm here. Behind me is my proprietary AI dashboard, which I use personally to break down all my games with all my analysis. I've been taking so many sources I used to manually get together, put them into a spreadsheet, and now I have it all visually displayed in a really good usable format. At some point, I hope to provide this to the public so everyone could use it. But right now, I just use it for my YouTube videos. If you guys do want it, let me know. Maybe I'll give a little beta to a few of my YouTube subscribers so you guys can try it out for yourself. But just let me know in the comments or message me on Instagram. But before I start talking about these games right behind me, first I gotta say, we had an amazing day yesterday. Crushed MLB, had some big dog winners, Baltimore, Boston, and still won. Shout out to Mitchell, only got 2 assists. But other than that, man, if you guys do want all our plays, make sure you go to that pinned comment down below or the description. We have a special discount for anyone who's a YouTube subscriber and viewer. So first game I'll talk about, maybe shouldn't be this game, should be, let's see, the game right here. Let's talk about the Knicks versus the 76ers. This game will be at 7 p.m. Eastern time in the Garden. I am not going to this game. It's way too expensive. I'm not gonna go spend $1,000 just to go sit pretty high up. And I'd rather just make some money on the game. And I'm not here to watch these games to not get paid, man. So let's see what we can do with this one. Obviously, the Knicks absolutely blew out this other team, bro. I mean, they were nothing in this game. They got absolutely put belt to you know what. And I think the Knicks might be able to do it again, man. I've been saying it from the beginning. If the Knicks end up playing the 76ers, I think we have a really good chance at beating them. And I think just because of the physicality, number one, our defense is very good. And we have the shooters and the speed to keep up with them. Not that the Celtics didn't, but I don't know. I just feel like we do have a physicality advantage. I think that's what we saw in the last game. Obviously, the Sixers can make adjustments, but let's just take a look really quick and see, you know, the scoreline on this game, bro. This was an incredible win. 137-98 is absolutely insane, man. And you should just go to ESPN, because I think I'm gonna go through ESPN, obviously, for some of these games, because I want to just show you guys, I guess, maybe how some of these games actually went. So let's go to May 4th. I'm gonna go on ESPN and just look at this game together. So let's see, ESPN. Let's take a look at the box score. So if you look at the box scores of this game, let's see who did well. I mean, Joel didn't do too much, man. 3 for 11. Tyrese Maxey didn't do too much. I mean, they generally got shut down completely by this defense, who had an incredible game. I mean, Jalen points. Guy was basically perfect from the field. That's absolutely incredible, man. We just like game cast. Let's see, we can see some of the. All right, so right here, so field goal percentage. Look, obviously, the Knicks won't do this again. I mean, the Knicks are not going to lose to anybody, right? 51% from 3, 63% from the field. Both teams, like, I mean, did they get 34 free throw attempts? I guess if they did, they did. But regardless, I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you think the Knicks will do this again, I mean, hey, you should definitely bet the spread for the Knicks. But I would assume the Knicks do not stay this hot. However, I will say the Knicks all year long have played their best ball in Madison Square Garden, which is where they'll have it again. Obviously, the second time around, it's always tougher to beat the same team twice, especially with the same type of fashion, man. But just this alone, 19 for 37, shooting 51% from 3. This is what the Celtics needed to do to beat this Sixers team. They couldn't do it, and then they lost, right? The Knicks, can they do it again? Can they keep them down to, you know, a field goal percentage? I mean, it's not 41%, it's not absolutely terrible. They just shot way too hot. And that's the biggest question, because, you know, overall, Knicks, again, like I said in my last video, the Knicks are the better team, man. The Knicks are better, in my opinion, especially defensively, but also offensively. I think they're just a much better team overall. They take the ball better. You can see, look at the turnover percentages. They rebound just as good or better. Cat, especially, I said in a video on a reel, if they need to win this game, it had to be because of Cat. Cat needs to have a good game. And we look at how Cat did. Let's see. Cat, 17 points, 7 for 11, 3 for 5 from the three-point line, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, plus 11. I mean, I guess he didn't do the best, but as long as he's a contributor to this game, they're going to be fine, man. He's going to be the biggest thing. He did get into foul trouble early. He got 4 personal fouls, didn't play a lot of the first quarter or the second quarter. That's why his minutes are only 20 minutes long. He barely played in this game. Macau was a bit. They won to 27 points. I mean, but, you know, Brunson, I can't expect him to do this well, but this is what you want from a star. So, you know, I think they can maybe not shoot 60% from the field, but I think they can still, they have a lot of weapons where they can still replicate some type of success. The big thing from the Sixers will be this guy right here. Can Joel Embiid step up in this game and really perform how they hope he does? I think, again, like I said, even in that Boston series, this injury is going to catch up to him. He's not 100%. He's not fully recovered. And I don't know if the Sixers can, you know, rely on George, VJ Edgecombe to really step up. I'll also say, too, VJ Edgecombe barely, I mean, yes, but he also got into foul trouble kind of some points in the game, wasn't shooting very well. But, I mean, Taxi 3 from three-point line. I mean, the team didn't shoot well at all in their last game. But we look at some trends. New York Knicks first half spread 3-0 to the first half. I mean, it's not. I told you guys too. Same thing. I almost did it. First quarter unders have been rolling for both teams. First half total over for some reason has been great for both teams as well. And we just look at the defense, right? We took the last 7 days. The Knicks shooting guards have been shooting very well, and look who's been the shooting guard in this team. Let's see, shooting guard. I think Macau's the shooting guard, right? Let's see, Macau, 17 points. Let's see who's the listed shooting guard. Josh Hart's listed shooting guard. How many points did he score? All right, he scored 8 points. But I mean, Macau's really the guard in my opinion. So if you want to, in my view, areas of where maybe the players on both sides have not done well, it's been shooting guards have done well against, or guards have done well against the Sixers. And then rebounding-wise, both the small forward and power forward. I took Anunoby rebounds. That didn't hit. Josh Hart basically got all the rebounds. And then on the other side, look, the Knicks are very tough almost everywhere, right? Scoring-wise. But rebound-wise, I mean, I guess this would be VJ Edgecombe or Oubre. So, I mean, look, again, this is a tough matchup for the Sixers, man. And this is the reason why my man likes Joel Embiid under on his points, which is a little risky, obviously. Obviously, I think the Knicks know if he starts getting hot, it's a tough place to be in, because if he's hot, you have to double team him. You have to, you know, you have to be with Maxey, George, VJ Edgecombe getting an advantage over you. So I don't know if this is good. I mean, I kind of like this play. Also likes the spread again, -6.5. I think the prevailing line's around 7.5, but can you get 6.5? Not really. You get, let's see, a 7. You get a flat 7 on a few of these books, but it looks like the prevailing line right now is 7.5. I mean, still below that key number of 8, but still number 7. So I think this game is still properly priced. Whether it's 6, 7, I think that line is fair. If I was to make a play in the Knicks, I think 6.5 is where I would want to go. Would I want to pay the juice? Let's see how this line moves throughout the day. But I do think, look, I do think the Knicks can win. I think Joel Embiid, if the Knicks want to win this game, they're going to shut him down. And I think it's a good possibility that you do have the, I mean, it's sad to say, you have the upside that Joel Embiid hurt again and does not play for a portion of this game. If he gets bumped in the gut again like he did with Macau, if maybe you know, he falls and gets hurt, he does have a lot of, so I don't mind playing his unders in some fashion, especially on his points. So yeah, I like Joel Embiid under points. I like the maybe first half might be a better play, but I imagine Sixers won't do as poor in this game as they did in the last one. I mean, I don't think they're gonna score 41%, and I don't think they score 63% from the field. But if they do again, the Knicks are gonna blow them out once again. But I do think the Knicks win. I think the Knicks can sweep this team, especially if they're playing at home. The Knicks' best spots at home. So give me the Knicks again, and let's see if they can shut down Joel Embiid for a second. But it's much, much easier said than done in this game. But all right, let's see. Next game on. Let's go. Next game on the board is the Minnesota Timberwolves against the San Antonio Spurs. Spread is 9.5, total 215.5, and I think that's still the case because these odds are not constantly refreshing, or else That would cost me a ton of money, but looks like the prevailing line is close. 10.5, 9.5, around that area. So again, let's take a look at the last game, man. Let's take a look at the last time they played. The box score, 104-102. Timberwolves did not lose. They actually won outright as a pretty big dog. And I think the main thing was the physicality of this game was a lot more surprising for San Antonio than what people thought. I mean, I'm not too surprised too. I know in the last video I said I think the Spurs are much, but we take a look kind of at their head-to-head history. I mean, the Timberwolves were not that far off, right? Timberwolves were covering in these games, man. Yeah, the head-to-head, let's see. Overall, let's exclude this, man. Let's exclude. Let's see. Minnesota head-to-head. Minnesota won this game. Minnesota won this game. Minnesota lost and won. So Minnesota all year has been playing them extremely tough. Of course, some of these games were without Wemby. Some games were without Stefan Castle, etc., etc., etc. But, I mean, hey, let's just take a look at who did well. Julius Randle did very well. I mean, it was an overall very equal performance. Anthony Edwards came off the bench. I think he's going to do it again. But Spurs still played well, too. I mean, I think both teams played well. They just got the better of some of the things that happened, man, basically. But let's take a look at the teams and how they performed, right? 45%. They just shot a lot better three. That was really it, in my opinion. Taking care of the ball is kind of something. They shot better from the free throw line. I mean, the game was very close, all intents and purposes. So I don't think, the Spurs got exposed, even were big favorites. But the Spurs had many chances. From watching this game, you saw how the size and physicality of the Timberwolves kind of played through to a Spurs team who has obviously the tallest guy and probably the most athletic guy in Victor Wembanyama. These guys are small, less physical than Edwards, McDaniels, Julius Randle, even Champagne, who I think is around 6'7". I mean, McDaniels are like 6'10", Edwards is like 6'6". He's like 6'9", 6'10". Conley's small, Rudy Gobert's obviously, so it's not like the Spurs can match up, but let's see how they do here. This will be the play at home again. Line has not budged, and I think the power rankings for these teams, the Spurs are still on paper the much better team, but let's find out, man. Ayo Dosunmu, I don't know if he's going to come back 100% yet, but overall, we look at all these rankings, just in net rating. I mean, this game, let's see, if you took this, I guess you subtracted, or I guess if you minus 2.5, right? Or let's say call it 2.5, right? That'll be a 5.5 point game. If you add maybe 3 points, them being at home, 8.5. So 8.5 is kind of where I would have this number, is where the line was originally. Now it's closer to 10.5 at plus money. But let's see, you get a 9.5 anywhere? You get 9.5 at minus 115. You want to get a flat 8, that'll probably be super juiced. Yeah, minus 150. So it's up to you. I think that's where, like, based off just net overall ratings on the season, that's where this game will be. Obviously, you could put maybe even more stock because you've been not playing. Edwards not 100%, so maybe I can see why you can get to 9.5 or 10. But obviously you want to back the Spurs, you want to get the best number you can. On paper, man, I mean, it's going to be in favor of the Spurs. Statistically, are really good. I mean, they're the only team probably that on paper on the core performance that can compete with OKC in the West. So in terms of the spread, Minnesota's been on fire. I mean, especially on the road. And especially as a dog, you usually don't see Minnesota as a dog. Under has been good for the first quarter, but I told you last time, first half has been a big thing. In terms of like where the matchups are, it looks like the good matchups for against the Spurs with the small forward. So small forward would be, let's see, where is it? Like, where is he at? Like McDaniels, who was scoring very well. We had him under on his threes. He did not cash. He did cash on that. He didn't 1-3. So that was nice. But again, he probably could have another great game. Physical again, goal. As long as he doesn't shoot threes. Which by the way, let's go take a look. 3-pointers made. Let's see, under. Damn, -1. They juiced it, man. I got him at -130 before. It's long gone. It's no longer worth it, maybe. But I don't think he does over 1.5 again. Let's see. But other than that, center rebounds. But on the other side, it's the Wemby show, and Wemby did not perform well in this game. Let's take a look. Wemby did get team rebounds, though. But, I mean, Dylan Harper, my boy Dylan Harper, score more points than Wemby. So Wemby needs to do better, man. Again, this game was very close. Spurs ended up at the very end. They could have won that game, honestly. It came down to a last second shot on both sides, and it just didn't go their way. So I think in this game, my model likes the over, but it also likes San Antonio again, -9.5. I don't dislike it. I think San Antonio will get back on their feet. They obviously saw something in that second half that got them to bring this game much, much closer and to a game where they could have won. And I think they're going to hamper down, and regardless if Edwards is fully back or not, and Ayo Dosunmu's back, I think the Spurs team is much better. I think they're going to be able to use their guards, and they're going to get past this physicality that maybe they weren't anticipating. But again, I will say this, like I showed you, a lot of their games in the past have been fairly close. So, I mean, in the head-to-head. So just be aware of that. Maybe you want to lose Spurs early. Maybe they come out very fast, first quarter, first half. But my over. This game did not go over. It stayed well under that line of what I guess the total is for this game, which is 215.5. My model, let's see what is it projecting? It's projecting 122. I don't think it's gonna go this high. But I think the Spurs, if they want to win this game, they gotta use their speed. They have to use their speed with their guards like Harper, Fox, Stephon Castle, and make this attract me. If they can do that, I think they can beat this Timberwolves team. But better, easier said than done. But if you guys want all my that we are actually playing in my premium chat, so you guys can actually get to see the fruits of my with the actual picks like this, make sure you go to that pinned comment, join us in VIP. And if you do want to sign up on Polymarket, I also have something down below in the description and pinned comment. But until the next one, man, I really do appreciate all you guys for showing love and watching these videos. It's all cash, baby. Let's smoke the books. I'll see you in the next one. Adios.